my iPad, and my water is almost done boiling for my coffee. So just give me a couple seconds. I should have had that boiling earlier. And we are going to get started. If you're here, let me know. We have Lady Rivers and Sharon and Linda and Bonnie. Hello, my friends. Give me just like 30 seconds to go put my water in my coffee. You all know me. I need my coffee, and it's just that kind of day. I need my afternoon coffee. So I'll be right back, friends. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. I need to get it together here. Time starts getting away from me the closer we get to this live. And let me get in the frame here. And we are going to get started. All right. Does everybody see the crafting table okay? All right. Let's see. Hey, Debbie. And let's see here. We have Kelly. Hello, friend. And Nicole. And Lady Rivers. How is everyone doing? Hi, Lori. I hope you had a wonderful trip. I love the pictures that you shared in the community tab. Those were so cute. And I heard you got lots of goodies from Unique in the Creek. And I hope you had a great time shopping. I'm sure that was a really fun trip. And we've got Debbie's on time. All right, Debbie. I love that. You're on time, and here I am making you wait for my coffee here. All right, we have Linda and Michelle. Lots of fun, amazing. Oh, that's so happy for you. I can't wait to see all the fun things that you make with all your goodies that you got. So yesterday I had posted on Facebook if, let me get that out of the frame. Okay. All right. We're good. I had posted if you wanted me to do a beach theme or patriotic, and it was a very close call, but the beach theme won on the vote, so we're doing a beach theme, and I'm excited to do a beach theme because that's like my favorite place to be is the beach. Oh. And Debbie, yeah, we're on a girls' night out. Yes. Speaking of girls' night out, it was the first girls' night I've had in a long time, and it was that 80s prom, and we had a blast. We danced to 80s songs all night long. It was so much fun. And Carl fell asleep at Unique in the Creek. I love it. I love it. So we're going to do a beach theme wreath, and I'm really excited for this. Let me go grab the sign. If you remember, we unboxed this sign when we did a craft outlet unboxing, and we also unboxed this really cool mesh that I've been wanting to work with for a long time. If you see how it's got the frayed edges, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I've always wanted to do this for a scarecrow wreath, and it definitely gives the scarecrow a beach vibes to me. So we're going to use this, And we're going to go ahead and use this beautiful, I think it was called a wide stripe mesh. It's so pretty. And we're going to combine the two meshes and make a beautiful, just some sort of just beach, ocean inspired wreath that's going to make us all want to drop what we're doing and go to the beach. Because I'm ready. I'm ready for some beach fun, some lake fun. I'm ready for that hot weather. All right, coffee's ready. Let me get my coffee here, and then we are going to get started. And we have Joan. If you're new here to my channel, let us know that you're new. If it's your first time watching, let us know, because we love to welcome everybody. And let's see here. Lady Rivers loves the beach. Oh, what are you drinking tonight, Lady Rivers? You have your coffee or your Mountain Dew? And we have Crystal and Kim. Hello. And Tamara. Welcome, everybody. Stephanie. Welcome, friend. Stephanie's first time watching. I'm so happy to have you here. I like my coffee, so... And I didn't have fresh coffee today. I had an old heated up cup this morning, so I'm ready for a nice fresh cup of coffee. And we are going to have some fun crafting today. We're doing a beach themed wreath, and we're going to use this sign and some fun mesh from Craft Outlet. I believe this was from Craft Outlet or TMI Gifts. I don't quite remember. Yes, Debbie, I did see that. I was curious when you said you were doing an ocean themed wreath on the pumpkin frame, and I was thinking, I just couldn't visualize it. And that was brilliant, friend. That was so cute. I love that idea. That is great. Thank you, Lady Rivers. And Joan is new, and it's her first time walking, was in the yard all day from Smyrna Beach. Oh, so you're already got the beach vibes. I love it. Yeah, I bet you are getting ready for some summer fun. Okay, I just want to get everything out of the way. All right, we're going to get started here. You're drinking your tea now. All right. So I like to, it's a live. So just so you know, we chat. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment. A lot of the followers will chat with each other, and it's a live. So it's a little bit more chatty than my tutorials, which I do. I go live every week on Thursdays at this time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I also release new tutorials every week. I try to release them every Sunday. Sometimes time gets the best of me, and I'll release it Monday, but usually I stick to the every Sunday plan. And I just happy to have you here. Welcome. I'm so glad that you found me here live. And we're going to create a ocean inspired wreath using a couple different meshes. I've got some different, I got a whole basket of some florals, and I've kind of debated on this one if I had pulled out some ribbon that I bought from Craft Outlet, some different ocean inspired ribbon, but I decided I don't want to add any ribbon to this. I want this just to be beach and vibey, and with some more florals, and like I picked out a whole basket here. I mean, we're not going to use all of it, but anything that gave me the beach vibes, I want to make it more like that and less of the ribbons, although I did have some really fun ribbons picked out, but we'll use the ribbon in a different beach theme. This one, I have it in my head, and let's bring it to life. Okay, so we're using, this is the, I believe it's a 15-inch. Yeah, this is the 15-inch raised wreath frame. It has the preloaded pipe cleaners on it. Shannon. Hi, friend. Hope you're feeling better and you got some rest today. Shannon's had a bad migraine for a couple days, and I'm glad you made it, friend. And from Cape Cod. Nice, Kimberly. How fun. Of course, Turbo is laying right over here. He had a spa day yesterday. And yeah, he was a little tired. He's pulling that, tugging on the leash, and doesn't want to go for the walk and just stays put. So I had to yesterday give him a few tugs and told him you need to get your lazy buns moving here, because we're not going to have a big old lazy pug. We know how big pugs can get now. I need to keep him in the best shape possible, and I could see how easy that is for them just to not want to do anything. But anyway, so yes, Deb, so I just like to use all different wreath frames, and I'm doing a preloaded today because they're fun, and I like the raised wreath frames because I think they're really big, and they're perfect for like a bigger sign like this. So I chose to use the preloaded raised, and that's what makes it a difference. It's because it has the 3 tiers, and I don't know, it just gives it some nice dimension. But I like to do all kinds of things. I like to load my own wreath frames. I like to use the Unique and the Creek boards. You know, I do a little bit of everything. So I guess it's just whatever mood I'm in for that day is what I'm going to be using. And so we're going to get started. All right. So I have all this mesh cut at 18 inches. Or it's actually cut more like 19 inches. Because I could go up to 20, but I always get nervous to do it 20 in case the roll is a little bit shy. So I did it 19 inches. So I decided that what we're going to do is we're going to do, let me get my bow maker. This is where I need those little bow holder things. But I don't have one, so I'm going to use this bow maker so I can use that to hold my bundle here before we add it. All right, so I decided what I'm going to do is with this burlap, and if I get out of the frame, let me know. I want to make sure that I'm in the frame for you to see. So with this, I'm just going to do a big ruffle right up the center. Whoops, I got 2 pieces there. Oh, I'm like loving this mesh. It's the first time I've used it, and look at how gorgeous. It's like a jute twine. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to ruffle it right down the center, walking my fingers. And I'm going to place that on there. And I'm going to start with the looser rolls. And I decided for this one, instead of doing another ruffle, I'm going to do the folded one, like we did on that one live with the blue and the yellow. And I'm just overlapping just a little over half, and then I'm coming over a couple inches, and then I'm flipping it over, and I'm going to just ruffle it right down the center. And it's making just like a big, kind of like a bow tie almost. And I'll place this one on top of that one. And then we're going to take this bundle out and place it. I'm going to start on the outside first. And I'm going to do, so the bow tie is horizontal. And I like the cream of these pipe cleaners because that'll just kind of add in our design. We could cut them down if we want, but we'll just see what it looks like as we go along here. And we'll just overlap this beautiful jute down below. And that way we still have, I want to see a lot of this coming through the design. So we're going to do that same thing. We're going to load this up. And Carl said shopping for mesh, ribbons, signs, and florals is exhausting. It is exhausting. Carl needed a nap. Oh, Tamara said she's inspired with my angel wing wreath. They're going to try to make one for your grandson's celebration of life. Oh, friend, I am so sorry to hear about your grandson. And that will be really special. Are you going to do the one on the 12-inch wreath frame? You got this, Tamara. You got this. You're going to do amazing. And please share it in the community tab here on YouTube when you finish. We would love to see it. It's where everyone's able to post in the, you could post pictures now in the community tab. Yes, Kimberly, I agree. I've seen this in the scarecrow wreaths, and I really wanted to use it last year, but I didn't get it in time when I made my scarecrow. So I just used the regular mesh. I mean, I could put this in first and then do it, but I guess this would be easier just to stack them and do them together. I couldn't get it in time, so I just did like the cruffle with the tan, and it still turned out cute, but I love the scarecrows with this. I think it looks so cute. Yeah, it definitely gave me the beach or the scarecrow vibes. And we're going to do that again. And if you watched that live that we did, I forget how many lives ago, a couple lives ago, where we did the this method with the two different meshes, it makes a really pretty wreath base as well. Oh, Tamara, you're gonna make the, oh, nice, friend. Oh my gosh, that is going to be very, very special. Oh, I can't wait to see it, friend. Yes, definitely. I so agree with that, Debbie. Debbie said you'll have hands from heaven guiding yours. So you got this. That is going to be just so special. Yes, Kimberly, I would definitely, mine aren't gathered from the beach, but I have some, I think these are from Hobby Lobby or something, but yeah, you can definitely put those to work as your embellishments in your wreath. Alright, so I'm just going to keep going around and filling up this whole frame here. And then the bottom one, I'm just kind of like a pancake ruffle, bringing those overlapping the edges on both sides. And you're going to hear, if you hear any snoring, that is Turbo. If you're new to my channel, he is my pug. He's over there snoring away right now. Hey Tanya, welcome friends. And Debbie, you're doing a bumblebee on a knockoff Unique in the Creek board from Amazon. All right. Is it gonna be like those ladybugs with the I don't know what that scoop pedal? I've always wanted to do that ladybug. That was on my list too, and I don't think I will get to it. But I'm very excited about this week's tutorial. It's one that has been on my Pinterest board for over 3 years. I've been wanting to get to this every season, and I never can do it seem to get to it. And this year I got to it, and I just have to add the finishing embellishments and work on the tutorial, but I am thrilled with this week's tutorial. So stay tuned. I'll give you a hint. It screams fun. It is a super fun. Yes, you're gonna do the bumblebee that way too, right, Debbie? I like that. I like those wreaths. I think they're so cute. What are you gonna do for the head? Are you gonna make your own, or did you buy like a attachment? Yeah, that one's super fun. Anna, welcome. Hi, Jean. Welcome, friends. Yes, Kimberly, grab those shells. I don't know if you have to add like maybe some shellac or something to them, but I just prepped mine with the pipe cleaner and hot glue and a little felt scrap. And I got a couple starfish that we might add too. Like I said, I kind of changed the vision around to more of a, I don't want to add all that ribbon or make a bow or anything like that. I want this to be more on the natural side. And I am loving this mesh. Not only am I loving this jute mesh, this frayed mesh, but I'm loving this. And I think this was what you guys have all been talking about, the wide stripe mesh. I think that's what that was called. Because I remember we kept talking about it and I felt like I hadn't used it, so I ordered some, and I'm pretty sure that is it. No, or maybe that's not. But it's very cool, and it's got like a jute twine that goes through it as well, and it has these, it's pretty. It has that turquoise and a blue in it. And yeah, it's called the Lolly Petal. Thank you, Tanya. I'm so bad with the names of the petals. It's the same head as the ladybug. Did you buy the head? I could have missed that. And I'll get caught up on the community tab if you have all posted some things, Lady Rivers. I might be behind on your painting. And yeah, I think that is called the Lolly Petal. And Barbara, welcome, friend. We're so happy to have you. Thank you for coming and joining us live here. We go live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if anybody is here, has found me here from Facebook, let me know in the chat. I'm always curious where people find me. And yes, Tanya, this is it's a jute mesh, and yes, it comes frayed like this. They have it at Craft Outlet, and this is what it looks like. And the frayed, it's already frayed like that, and it is just fabulous. And I'm just trying to get caught up. Nice, Kelly. We're so glad you caught us live too. Thank you for joining, friend. Your cane Corso. Oh boy, you got big boy, Joan. How many pounds is he? Let's see if he's as big as Vito and Lucy. She's got, Lori's got St. Bernards that are huge, and I know the Cane Corsos are really big too. Yeah. Is he snoring up a storm right now? Yes. I am too, Tanya. I am so awful with the names of things. I really should get it together, but I'm so busy creating. I don't have time to research the names of everything. But yeah, I need to get better with the names of everything. Um, you saw me on the summer summit. Yay, Jean. So happy that you're here. I think they might be doing another one in October, and I would really love to be a part of another one. That was a lot of fun. I am going to be, I did get invited to one to Southern Owls, to their group, the Double Troubles group. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be in June. But I'll keep you all posted if there's any more of those big events like that, because that was a lot of fun, and I was on such a high from that, from just so much inspiration from all the designers. It was so fun. Yeah, right, Tanya. I agree. That is my philosophy. I'll let them research what the name is, but yeah. I see it, I like it, I make it. And there's still a lot of petals that I'm learning, you know, and that's why I like to do something. I like to learn something new and try out different things, and that's why I try to bring you all a variety of things. And because there are just so many techniques, but oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that fun frame just coming out, this beautiful mesh. I thought this would be good because we can open these up and make it like waves in the ocean. And you found me on Facebook. Yay, Karen. I love that. That shows that it's working. I'm trying to bring you over here from Facebook because this is where I go live most of my times. I've been starting to go live a little bit on Facebook, but I'm not doing full wreaths on Facebook. So this is where I'm going to do the full wreaths, is over here. So that makes me feel good that you guys have found me and come over from Facebook. And oh yeah, the Mod Podge is a good seller. That's perfect. I'll have to use that on my sand dollars that I collect when we go to Morro Bay. There's always tons of sand dollars. And Vito and Lucy, they're snoring loud too. Kimberly, the community page is under the post tab, and on my page you'll go to posts, and then you'll see the community tab, and that's where you can share pictures. And Love Kids 502, awesome. You found me from Facebook as well. Thank you so much, friend. I'm here in California. I am Pacific Standard Time. And Debbie, okay, so you did make your own head. You have the styrofoam half ball painted black and put. Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be cute. Did you say you're going to do the bumblebee and the ladybug, or just the bumblebee? And Lori posted the amazing grace wreath that she made for Carl's 95-year-old aunt's funeral this past. Oh, I can't wait to see it, Lori. That's so special. That's so special to do that. And Karen's found me on Facebook, and Stephanie, awesome. Betty Lou's Garden Treasures, awesome. Anna, so happy to have you, friends. Yay. And Shirley, I'm making a beach-themed wreath. And we have Love Kids. got the high five. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. And let me just get caught up on these. I promise. I have to, the messages sometimes go past me, and I like to answer all your questions and stay up on the chat. So this is why sometimes these lives go a little while. We're making a beach theme wreath. You're gonna, oh yes, Jean, you're gonna have to get some of this. It's from Craft Outlet, and it is amazing. I got 2 rolls of it, so I have another roll that I'll have to do I'll have to do another beach themed a tutorial on the channel, because I am just loving this. And is Lady Rivers leaving? Oh, and good night, Lady Rivers. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time, friend. My Lucy, yeah. 243 pounds of love. Oh, Shirley, thank you. Thank you for the sparkles, friend. I appreciate that so much. Hey, Patty. Hi, friend. Welcome. We're using this fun frayed mesh. Have you used this before? That's so fun. And oh, you did the ladybug. Really awesome. Good night, Lady Rivers. I know, Patty, it's so fun. I had somebody message me about your swirl petal, and I told them that that's your paid petal. So she said that she was excited, and I sent her your way. How's your ankle, Patty? Is it all healed? Yeah, I saw, the first time I saw this mesh was people using it on the scarecrow wreaths. And I always wanted to get it, and I just always never ordered it. And I finally got some when I ordered my my beach themed goodie box that I got from Craft Outlet with all my fun beach ribbon and all that. So this is the first time I'm using it, and it's just so neat. It's a jute. It's just so neat, all the different types of mesh that they have out there. So this is all I'm doing. They're cut into 19-inch pieces. I'm doing a ruffle on the bottom, and I'm doing the folded ruffle on top. And I'm trying to get the loose ends in here first at the bottom, at the outside, and then we'll do the tighter curls on the inside. She's talking about her dogs, Debbie. They're huge. Yes, I know. That's what she said. I think she said she was going to wait till July. She's excited for it to open up to everybody. But that was so cool that you were able to make your own petal. I think that's really neat. I need to come up with something fun. A Hollie hobby petal. Right now, I could barely stay on top of what I got going on right now, but we'll get there. I got so many things that I want to do, and I really got to get to all of them. I need to start just making everything happen. I need to start that. I want to start a Facebook group. And I'm just kind of dragging my feet on things, and I need just to have a day where I sit down and figure things out. I'm going to take this off. It's showing you how little activity I've done today. I have to go and close all my rings tonight at the gym. Shirley, thank you, friend, for the high five, high five, high five. I love that. Oh, Linda is out. Oh, good. I'm glad your ankle is better, Patty. That was, woo, that looked so painful. That looked like it hurt so bad. Anyone having issues with wasps building a nest in wreaths? Ooh, yikes. I haven't personally, but I can definitely see how that can happen. You've heard birds nesting in wreaths. Yeah, someone that had sent me something too. They wanted me to make a bird nesting wreath. And I thought that would be so fun. You get all that little bird nesting stuff and add it somehow with some chicken wire or something. So maybe that'll be in the future tutorial, a bird nesting wreath. Yeah, I can see how that can happen though. That would be not good. Yeah, I am petrified of wasps. I don't know if you've seen those little things going around on TikTok or social media with the little dragonfly things that the clips. Because we get really, when I'm out in the backyard, we have areas where the wasps come. And I am petrified of wasp, and it's supposed to keep the mosquitoes and the flies and things like that away. So I have them, and we get really bad flies in the country here because we live right across a big old cornfield. And so I got those, and I have them all over my screen door. It looks really tacky, but I don't care. Anything to keep the bugs away. I'm enjoying right now before fly season hits. Henry Aaron Palmer. Debbie. That is so cute. He's got a middle name. You got to stop feeding him chicken Alfredo. Yes, friends. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love chicken Alfredo. So we're getting there. I mean, this is definitely giving us beach vibes, right? And then we're going to, like I said, we're going to keep this on the simple side as far as not adding a bunch of ribbon to it. And keeping other and more natural embellishments into the design. And I am so happy to be able to do this with you live. I've had this sign I've been wanting to use. And this is actually my first beach sign. I mean, my first beach wreath of the season. So I am so excited. Yeah, I think the bird nesting thing would be really fun. Yeah, they had reached out to me and they're like, I really think that you should do this for a tutorial. And I was like, wow, that's a great idea. And then once you know how you Google stuff and then everything starts coming up. So then all these little heart things were coming up that it's like a heart cage. And then they have the alpaca. I think it's the alpaca wool or something in there. So I thought, yeah, if I can buy some sort of alpaca, which I can buy it online, and or whatever's good for bird nesting, and then I'll probably do a wreath like that with 2 wreath frames, and then I'll put the maybe the chicken wire, maybe that wire from Hobby Lobby, if it's okay, if it doesn't harm the birds. I got to research all that, but somehow tie up the wreath frames, even if I use twine or something like that. I think that would be super cute and fun. Linda, there are these little, here, I'm going to go grab one and show you in person. Let me grab one real quick. I have a couple more I didn't put outside. See, he wakes up from a sound sleep just because I got up and went to the other room. This is what they look like. And they have them in all different colors. And they clip. And so when the wind blows, it's because these are the predators for the mosquitoes and the flies and the bees and all that. So they stay away. And you can get them off Amazon. I got these on Amazon. They did take a little while to ship, but I'm really hoping. I have them all outside, and I'm hoping that they work. And I have like about 3 of them on my front door. And let me just get caught up. You had a bird in your wreath. Oh my gosh, that would have scared me too. And you saw little birds. Oh, I like those little birds at Hobby Lobby. I just found mine that I had when I was cleaning up my crafting space next door. Those are cute little embellishments for wreaths. You give up catnip? Oh my gosh. I always wanted to do that when I had cats, but I never did. They just love it, right? You know, this one doesn't feel plasticky, but I did get some other. I got a blue and a red that looks way more plasticky than this. This is more, it's very soft because it has that jute fiber that goes through it. Yeah, it's got jute. But I think the plasticky one is over there. I think it's very similar. This one is more plasticky. That one. That might be that white stripe. So I think it's similar, but it's made with a different material. All right, Debbie, we'll see ya. Yeah, I hope they don't freak out the hummingbirds because I have dragonflies too in the backyard, real dragonflies, and I still get hummingbirds, so hopefully that they're friends. Yeah, we don't want to scare the hummingbirds away at all. Okay, let me get back in the frame here. Yeah, they come in, like I said, they come in a pack. They have ones, just look through the different ones, because they have ones where you have to pay for shipping, but they also have ones that I got that were free shipping. And like I said, they did take just a little while to come. It wasn't a quick, like, Amazon, you know, shipping. So, but I'm hoping it was, if they work, I'm getting more. I'll put them everywhere. Because I can't stand the flies and the mosquitoes. I like to sit outside without bugs pestering me, like we all do, I'm sure. And then we'll kind of fluff this up too as we go, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We got 2 more on the outside, and then we'll work our way on the inside. Oh, Connie, I'm so sorry. That is like the hardest thing ever to go through. I cried today. I saw a lady posted on the pug group that she lost her 13-year-old baby, and I was bawling. That is just like so hard. What kind of dog are you getting, Connie? You had birds made a nest in your flower pot. Wow. Yes, I will keep you posted on that, Linda. I've got to do some research. I don't want to hurt the birds. But I know you could get the alpaca stuff. I just got to make sure that, you know, all the whatever I use to secure the frames are going to not harm the birds. Aww. You still have your pug monkey. I'm so sorry, Connie. That is so heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. How are the how's your pug monkey doing with your other baby gone? 'Cause it really affects the other dogs too, more than we think. His name's gonna be Muffin. Oh my gosh. That is such a cute name. Oh, I love that. Muffin. Oh. That is an adorable name. Okay, we got one more here, and then we're going to move on to the inside. I guess I could have done some of these ahead of time, but you know how we do it here. We start from beginning to end when we're making something live here. I want you to see the whole process. Oh, thank you, Jean. Sometimes I think, gosh, people are probably like, I'm taking so long, but I mean, this is crafting here. It's a process. And I think what I enjoy doing the lives the most is I mean, not only getting to interact with all of you, but like for you all to see the whole creative process. Because sometimes, you know, we're working through it together, and I feel like it's almost like it's behind the scenes of me doing a tutorial where I'm working through all the kinks and everything, but we're working through the process together live. Because there's been a few that you know, didn't go that smooth, and we really had to iron out some kinks. And I love, you know, getting your opinion on things. And so, yeah, you just really get to see the whole creative process here. All right, so there is the first row. That's what it looks like on the side. And now we're going to go in. We have, I believe there's 8 or something in the center here. Aw, Patty. I don't think you ever get over that, right? It's just heartbreaking. I mean, it's just like mourning the death of a human. It really is. These are like our family. It's just the hardest thing ever to go through. It's just awful. Like your heart just hurts so bad. Didn't you say, Patty, that you weren't ready yet for another one? His name was Cooter. Oh, baby. That's cute. We are getting cute names here. I love it. I know, right, Deb? I agree. It definitely, it's got the sand. Yeah, it does. Like the sand's coming through. I just love it how it's just popping through at different places. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. And now we're coming into the center here. And now we're really going to start seeing more of that pop through here. I am definitely going, whatever this mesh is, I need to look it up because I'm going to get more of it. It's really nice to work with. I like it. Just feels good to work with. It's not too stiff. It's not crunchy. It's just really nice. And I bet they had all different colors. Yes, yes, Connie. I agree. He's probably having a really hard time. Now, have him and Muffin been introduced to each other yet? Oh, that coffee's so good. I found a new creamer that is like amazing. I don't know what you guys use, but I used to use Coffee Mate and I stopped using it because it has a bunch of bad stuff in it. And I started using Chobani, which, you know, it's not the same as Coffee Mate, so I had to get used to it. And then now there's a new one, a zero sugar Chobani, and it was a sweet caramel. It's so good. Years ago, let's see, you had a Beagle Jack Russell Dalmatian named Woody. Oh my gosh, he always wanted to hump our old English sheepdog, Louie. Oh my gosh, Lori, that is so funny. I love that. Oh my gosh. Jackie's asking, where do you find your mesh? I don't have anything around here that has pretty stuff. This is from Craft Outlet, and it's online, and they are amazing. They are a great place to buy your mesh. They have every kind of mesh that you can imagine, and in so many colors. And their prices are very reasonable. Usually if you spend $100 or more, you get free shipping. And their shipping is very fast. The only thing with Craft Outlet is it will get you in trouble. They have great mesh, ribbons, signs, floral picks, holiday picks, you name it, they have it. So yeah, check them out online, craftoutlet.com. I wish I had a code for them, but I don't. They took Monkey over to the rescue. Oh, yay. Oh, I'm so happy that they got along and that they're going to be best of friends here real soon. I called him Woody from Toy Story, but you had a different reason for his name. Hi, Marissa. I'm making a beach inspired wreath. And this is what we have so far. We're using two kinds of mesh. I have this really fun jute mesh that has this frayed end, and then this other, I don't know what this is called. It's like a wide stripe mesh, I think. It's more like a fabric mesh. And we are combining two different techniques and making a bundle here. And then we're going to add our beach sign, and we're going to embellish it with some beach inspired florals. This one, I want to keep it more on the natural side and not add a bunch of ribbon or anything like that to it. I'll do another beach inspired wreath where I add, we use the ribbon and stuff. Because I did have some very cute ribbon to use, but I decided not to use it. But let me just show you the ribbon since we were talking about Craft Outlet. This was some of the ribbon that I was going to use originally. Let me show you. This is the kind of stuff you're going to find at Craft Outlet. Just beautiful ribbons. And I also got this. I thought that was really fun. We might add this. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that goes. And Connie, thank you. Thank you for the sparkle gift. I appreciate that, friend. I appreciate you so much. I really, really do, friends. And any gifts that I receive here on my lives, it all goes to crafting supplies, okay? It's just so you know. Everything that I receive goes back into crafting supplies. And this is a really fun one too. I love this. We might use this. We'll see. We'll see. We got a work in progress here. We're going to see how it goes. The brown material, Liz, it's a, I wish I had the, here, hold on. Let me see what that was called. Let's see. One was called, it's called a frayed edge mesh. And then this other one I'm using, it's a fabric mesh. That's what it, frayed edge mesh. You got some of those ribbons too, Marissa? Nice. I have the turquoise version of the brown. And then I got another version of that. I think it's like a light blue with the sand dollars and the boat. I think I'm going to use that with my other sign that we'll do. And Crystal, you ordered the temp. Did you order it from my Amazon store? Because if it's ordered from my Amazon store, then I get credit for that. Yes. And thank you for ordering it through my store, which it's the same. It's Amazon. I mean, if you go through my link through my store, and if you order anything on Amazon, that's all a part of my side income, which is my affiliate income. And it all depends on what you order. There's different percentages for different categories of things. But yeah, I really appreciate that, friend, so much. You're going to love that tempered glass. I love that size. And it's got the little feet on it, which is great. It doesn't move around. And you got yours when you were in Texas. Nice. Did they have fun ribbon stores there? I always see people in different states that there's these beautiful stores with just walls of ribbon. I thought it's a good thing they don't have those here in California. Those would get me in trouble. they have a wish list. Oh, well, that's nice to know. I guess I've never really noticed that. Nice, Marissa. So you're getting ready to make some, you're getting ready to make some ocean summer themed wreaths. You're waiting for Creek Roads. I'm going to be ordering from them soon, so I'm really excited because I got invited to go live in Southern Owls and Tarnation Creations group, the Double Trouble community, and that's who their group is. They're with the what am I drawing a blank? Creek Road. They all do this together. So I'm going to be ordering whatever I do live. I'm going to order from Creek Roads, and I've been wanting to order from them anyways because I've been wanting to add some new ones to my list, and I was drooling over their ribbon, so I got to figure out what design I'm going to do. So yeah, let me know. I'm excited to order from them. So you are going to be busy, Marissa. You have lots of fun goodies coming in. Nice. And Connie, you're working on Halloween. Oh, friend. Oh, it's going to be called the Hocus Pocus. Yeah, I guess it's good to start on that stuff now because it's going to be right around the corner. I know there was another creator was talking about starting her fall designs, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm barely just getting to my summer ones. But as you all know, that's the hardest part for me is moving, trying to stay ahead of the seasons. But I've got a lot of ones I want to do before I get ready to move on here. So I'm hoping by the end of May to have all of my summer tutorials and everything done that I want to do. But like I said, this week's is going to be really fun, the tutorial. I am so excited. It has been on my Pinterest board for years, and I am excited to finally get to it. Oh, you're in their group. Nice, Marissa. Yeah, I have to look on my phone. It's June. What is it? Oh, I can't look on my phone. It's recording. I'll let you know. It's like June 4th or something like that. I can't remember the exact date. June 4th, June 6th, something like that. And I'll be going live, I think at like, I think we decided 4 of my time. So it's later, like, because I guess they go live usually later in the evenings, usually. But I'll let you know the next live. I'll have all the details. And I really hope that you'll come and say hello, friend. I just love them. They are adorable. I love all their shenanigans that they do when they're together, and they're just so fun. I really, really love them. And Canton, Texas, one of the largest market events for men. Oh my goodness, Marissa. Don't be telling me that. I might have to take a trip there and bring a couple extra suitcases. Tiny house. Okay, Lori, we'll see you in a minute. Yes, that wish list gets very long, Jean. I know. So what I usually try to do is I try to start my season with the ones that I couldn't get to last year that I really wanted to, or this one it's kind of rolled over a few years. But I tackled it. I'm just on the finishing part of it that I'll finish up tonight, and then I gotta finish the tutorial. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one because if you follow me, I love cutesy and fun. And this one is definitely cutesy and fun. I mean, I like everything, but I love the cutesy and fun ones that just kind of make your heart smile. Those are my favorites. Connie, yeah. No, I agree. If you've already done a bunch of summer, then yeah, it's time to move on. For me, I barely even got to do any summer, and that's my favorite one. So I need to put the pedal to the metal. I have been not staying up on things very good as far as staying ahead, but I'll get there. I promise I'll get there, and then I'll get to the point where I can actually like have it planned for the year instead of figuring stuff out week by week. And that's what seems to happen when I get behind. I just have a hard time staying up on everything. And especially if you're selling things, you need to be way ahead of the game. And that's why I have to be ahead of the game too, because if anybody's looking at my tutorials to make something to sell, I need to have mine out months ahead of time too. Why people are starting to get ideas for what they want to make. Yeah, I'm the same way, Linda. I am just having a hard time. Yes, Marissa, I'll let you know next live when I gotta redo my calendar over here and put everything on my calendar. And that would be, I would love to for you to come and join me. It's gonna be fun. You did a turtle, fun. Oh, that is awesome. Do you have a picture of that, Marissa, that you can share in the group, in the community chat? I would love to see that. I just pulled out my little sea turtle. I want to do and my mermaid and my fish. I really want to get to that aquarium one that I keep telling you guys about. And then I want to do this mermaid one. And I want to do a few like Dollar Tree ones that with like flip-flops, sunglasses, things like that. Some Dollar Tree signs. More like tropical ones. I want to do a few of those. And I have a couple more patriotic ones, and then, yep, and then I'll be satisfied. So that's why I'm really going to hit it hard in May, even if it means I have to do an extra tutorial to get through them. Ooh, Stephanie, what part of Oklahoma did you say you're from? I have family in Grove, Oklahoma. Do you have a cellar? It's probably everybody has one, right? In Oklahoma. You got the flip-flops. Marissa, have you seen my flip-flop wreath tutorial that's made with the Dollar Tree flip-flops? That one is super fun. If anybody wants a really fun one to do, that one is really, I love that one. I donated almost all of my wreaths, and that was one that I kept because it's one of my favorites. I don't know if I told you that story. If I repeat myself a lot, so just let me know if I'm repeating myself. I don't know if I mentioned that story to you last week. It was about a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, I had donated I filled up the back of my truck, and I was cleaning next door. Like I told you, I've been cleaning. trying to organize, and I donated. I decided, that was when I decided I'm not going to sell anymore on Etsy. At least I'm not going to sell my wreaths anymore. And so I donated them, and I had donated them before. And when you drive up, it's a they have these bins outside, and so you're not going inside and seeing anybody. So before I had filled up 2 of those bins with wreaths, and then this time I was doing another donation. And on Tuesdays they have like everything's half off, and they have this thing going on outside. And so I was unloading my wreaths again in those bins, and the manager came up to me and she said, "Are you the wreath lady? Are you the one that makes these wreaths?" And I said, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I just have to tell you." She goes, "Your wreaths are a huge hit, and they sell out here every single time." And it just like made my day, because I didn't know if they're using them, if they're going in the garbage. Like, I had no idea. And it just made me feel so good that she says that they sell out every time, and people just love them. And that was what I was hoping for, that somebody else was going to enjoy them, and that it would bring somebody happiness. And yeah, and that just, I said, you made my day. You completely made my day. And then because my truck was full, I came home, I loaded up another truck full, because I had a lot next door, okay? and then I could see her going through them, and she's yelling, "These are amazing." I mean, I donated all the one by Spider. I mean, just everything. And so, yeah, it just really made me feel good. Especially because that thrift store means a lot to me. It's the Sacred Heart thrift store, and it was it feeds into, my kids all went to Sacred Heart school, and it feeds into the school, the church, the community, and it helped families like us that needed a little assistance to help send our kids there. So I was like, if this could help another family, like, we needed help. And it just made me feel so good to know that, you know, people were enjoying them, and it's going for a good cause. Yes, there is. A lot of people are taking shelters. We're actually in for the next 4 days. Oh my gosh. I would be so scared. We don't have that kind of stuff here, but I would be so nervous. I've seen it on TV, and man, that looks scary. And they'll knock and buy it right off the door. Oh, Sally, that's convenient. How nice is that? What a way to sell them. I love that. You just haven't started. Oh, Laura, you're going to have fun with that one. That one is just so fun. Okay, so we have our base here. And I like it. We got the fluffy ruffles. Yeah, I'm the wreath lady. Now I've got 2 nicknames. Lori's husband, Carl, calls me the West Coast Wreath Queen. And now I'm the wreath lady at the thrift store. It snowed. Oh my gosh, in Michigan. Debbie, are you in snow right now? I don't know if Debbie's still here. She's in Michigan. Linda, yeah, Debbie's husband's like, you girls talk way too much when she hears her on the live. Oh, you do diamond art. Nice, Jennifer. I started a diamond art, and that is so therapeutic, but I got a little tiny corner like that, and this thing is probably It's this huge picture of JJ, my beloved dog that passed, and Turbo. And it's a huge diamond art. And I like I said, I got a little tiny corner done. That is very time consuming, but man, is that fun to do. Oh, I was so into it. I had all my case and everything organized, and I really need to spend some time doing that again because I really love that. And Marissa says Doug was like, "It's Thursday. Holly will be coming on soon, so I better get you home." Aww. Tell Doug we said thank you for getting you home on time. I love that. And Sacramento, yeah. Yeah, we had, because I'm very close to Sacramento. We're about an hour and 45 minutes. And yeah, we had a crazy storm that came through. And it rained like crazy. And we had, we were just having like 80 some degrees before that. So yeah, it's definitely been crazy weather all over the place. What part of Sacramento, Stephanie, does she live in? My son and daughter-in-law are in that area too. They both went to Sacramento State, which is where they met each other the second semester of college. And baked diamond art. I don't know what baked diamond art is. Is that kind of like the same thing? But it like, I don't know. You'll have to explain what that is. I'm not really sure what that is. Okay. So we have, did I get everything? Why do I feel like I'm missing? Because oh yeah, we missed one right here. All right. Here's the last one. And then we're going to start adding lots of goodies to this. You were busy crafting, so you didn't feel it, Linda, right? You were distracted. Distracted with all the crafting supplies. Ooh, that's cool. You were born in Belize. So neat. We were talking about the Halloween and the Hocus Pocus. There's another one that's been on my Pinterest board. Have you seen those little, the Hocus Pocus ones where they make them out of yarn? I've always wanted to do that one. It's so cute. Maybe I can get to that one this year. It's on like a ring, and then all the little characters are made out of yarn. Okay, so we just added our very last bundle, and we're going to, I'm not sure what we're going to do with these little tie things yet. If we're going to use them into the design, because what's nice when you have a color that kind of goes with your design, you could curl them or spiral them, and that just kind of adds texture into your design. But let's add the sign, and then we'll figure all that out. You're crafting. Well, we're taking you away to the beach today, Tanya. That's what's good about making the beach wreaths. You can dream you're at the beach. All right, let me get some things out of my way. Let's get this ribbon out of the way. All right, I'll be right back. I have a very tight crafting space, so I have to shuffle things around here to be able to get to everything that I need. Okay. All right, here we go. We are going to be putting some shells on, Debbie. Yes, ma'am. And look, I love everybody has, they have people that live close to them. And I think that's so cool about going live and seeing all of you chat in the chat. And the connections that are made. That's so cool. One of these days, I can't wait till you all meet up with each other, the ones that live close by each other, and meet for coffee. And I will love to hear that story. And yeah, I know. That's why I'm thinking we're going to, it does kind of look like coral or something. So I'm thinking we're going to definitely probably incorporate these ties into our design. But we might even use them to tie in some of our florals. Yes, Linda, thank you for reminding everybody. If everybody could give this live a thumbs up, whether you're in the chat or you're watching silently, it really helps me and my channel. And in hopes that YouTube will push my content out to more people. I would really appreciate that. And if you happen to be watching right now and you're not subscribed to my channel, you can hit that subscribe button right down below, and it makes it super easy to subscribe. And subscribe on YouTube does not mean you're going to get charged. It just means to follow. I know when sometimes you hear subscribe, you think, how much is it going to cost? But it's just a way to say follow on YouTube. Okay. So we are going to, and you can throw some emojis around too. That always helps. Susie, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I really appreciate the gift, Susie. That is super sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, friends. I do. It means so much. Your love and support means so much to me. All right, so here we go. We're going to add this sign. So I already prepped the back of it. I have the, now I got to let Turbo in. Hold on. I'm sorry. Come on. Come on. He gets FOMO and then he decides he can't be apart from me. So he plays this in and out game. Now he's back in. Okay. Yep, Eugene, you heard him knocking. Oh my gosh, that dog is something else, man. All right, here we go. So I already added the pipe cleaners, and super easy. I just hot glued and added the pipe cleaner, folded it in half, and then I always put the felt scraps on top, which gives it extra reinforcement. And this is where I might have to start standing up to be able to see things a little bit better. And this is where I'm going to have to try to probably adjust my camera angle one of these days and raise my desk and start crafting some of these designs standing up. I always like them kind of tilted too. I think that's fun. So anyway, we can add this. I remember that one live, I was trying to get the sign tilted. I spent all that time and realizing I could have just added it and then moved the wreath. I'm like, oh my goodness, Holly. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way. All right, so I'm just going to go around the wreath bar with my pipe cleaner, and I'm going to get the sign attached. West Virginia in the house. We have Florida, Michigan. Thank you, Sharon. You're looking for angel wing wreath using 6-inch mesh. You know, I don't have one with the 6-inch mesh, but Patty, do you have one with the 6-inch mesh? Patty might have one. Let's see if she's still here. Thank you, Susie. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting our ocean vibes going on here. We are a great bunch, Tanya. I agree. No, Linda, this is an adjustable height desk. The problem is my very tight space that I'm in. And I don't think I could get my camera up higher. I'm going to have to play around with maybe the camera on the side. But no, I do have, this is it. It goes up and it goes down. So that's not the problem. It's the camera angle is the problem. And that's what I have to figure out. Because if, you know, people have those big, large areas, you can have your camera. I don't. I have a very tight crafting space. Oh, I love the anchor wreaths. I want to do one of those too. It's okay, Penny. Let me show you what we did. So let me just give you a quick, catch you up here real quick. So we used this mesh, which is the frayed edge mesh from Craft Outlet. It's really fun to work with. And all as I did was I did a ruffle with this one. Just a simple ruffle on the bottom. And then the top one, it's a fabric mesh. And I folded it over and did the ruffle this way. And so this one was on top of this one. And that's how we did the base. And so this is what we have so far. And I'm just trying to get the sign added. Yeah, I've never done with not the angel wings, but I mean, I have a lot of tutorials where I have used the 6-inch mesh, just not the angel wings. Yeah, I have a lot of those too, Deb, with the 6-inch. And I love using the Dollar Tree mesh. I know a lot of people, sometimes people don't, like to use it, but it's about what technique you use, which really makes the difference. I like to do the no fray technique, which is almost just like we're doing with these top ruffles, but you're using the 6-inch mesh. And I also like doing the little bundle method too, where you make the little tubes and add like 3 tubes together and make a bundle and add it to your wreath frame. Yeah, I know. The height, that is a game changer, because when your back is hurting, you need to raise that desk up sometimes. Okay. All right. I like that. I'm going to try to get some of this mesh. So if any of this is back here, I'm going to try to kind of poke it up through the other side to get it so we can see those beautiful frayed edges there. I want those frayed edges to be popping out. Their new Dollar Tree. I haven't got any of the new mesh because I still have tons of mesh, of the 6-inch mesh to use up. But that is cool if it's sealed now. Huh, I haven't tried. I'll have to check it out. Well, no, I need to use up what I have before I go buying any more mesh from the Dollar Tree. Huh, I don't know if maybe my chair does. I don't really know. I think it does go up and down. I think it does, actually. There's a handle right here. I've never really used that. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Carl says we should have a name for our group, the Crafty Wreath Chicks. Hey, I like that, Carl. Tell him I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. All right, so let's see here. So if we want to tilt it, we can. Let me just show you what we have so far. Okay, that's what we're at so far. So we're definitely got some beach vibes. So I have some shells. So this is where you're going to have to bear with me, okay? Because I'm not one of those people that can be like, toot, toot, toot. It's the embellishment process. It's a process for me because I'm always changing things around. But we have some starfish. I already prepped all of these with pipe cleaners. And the easiest part, what I do is, let me show you real quick, is I make a little stand with my pipe cleaner. So I'll fold it in half. And then I just take this little end like that. And I make like a little stand. And that's what I hot glue onto the shell. And then I put a little piece of felt over the top. Okay, so yes, we are definitely going to use the starfish for sure, Lisa. We need we need the starfish. And then this is where I think I am going to figure out how to stand up here and see if I can't get you all in the angle. Let me see if I can't get that out of the way. Let's try a little bit of adjusting here. Let me see if I can figure this out. Because it's going to be hard to embellish this if I'm sitting down. You might not be able to see my head, but that's okay. Just as long as I get in the frame here. See, this is where I run into problems because I can't put my chair back any further. And let me see here. Try to go up a little bit higher, and then my tripod doesn't go up any higher. Hold on, guys. I'll get there. Let me go up higher this way. Okay, how's that? Can you all see me? Can you still see the design on the table? Hey Valerie, welcome friend. Let me know if you could see the design okay on the table. I don't care if my head's chopped off. I just want you to be able to see. Okay, good. All right. Hey, look at me. I'm crafting standing up. It is hard when you're sitting there trying to see the top, what you're doing with the wreath. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, friend. I can't quite tell what those are. Something hugging each other. Okay, so we're still deciding about these ties, if we're gonna incorporate these into the design or not. Higher with this. Okay. All right. My head's not completely chopped off, is it? Just a little bit. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do too, is I have a basket of goodies. So let me sort through my goodies first, and then we're going to just try to play around with our embellishments. But what I have here is I have my shells and some starfish all prepped. So we are definitely going to add those. And then this was my little basket that I foraged with some goodies that I feel look like beachy. This is usually how I do my process when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I just gathered things, and of course I love these little guys too. You know, probably seen those in Hobby Lobby. Okay. Let me try and go up a little bit more there. Okay. I like to use these little balls too. Jean, no, I did not use E6000 on those. I just used hot glue. But I would probably recommend, if you're in like the different kinds of weather where the hot glue is not going to hold up, to use the E6000. I just wouldn't have had time to let it set overnight. Okay, so I like to add these kind of things too to my beach themes. And I get these from Hobby Lobby. They're in the home decor section. I love these, adding stuff like that that make it fun. Yeah, and it's probably, if it's humid, it's probably, I've heard, isn't the hot glue doesn't usually work very good. So what I do is I just, first I'm going to just start playing around with some of the these elements before we add anything. I don't want to add anything until I like to play around first. And this is the part that you're just going to have to bear with me, and we're going to work through the process together, because sometimes this kind of stuff takes me a while. So I'm always changing things around. And first off, I want to finish off these ties. These aren't going to work for me right here. I don't know. I'm torn if I want to take these ties off or not. Or if I just want to like curl them a little bit. Let's see what it looks like with them curled. Oh, turbo. Ooh, I kind of like that. I do like that. It looks like a flower or like a beach plant. Somebody wants back in. You can't decide what you want, Turbo? Okay, I decide I like those. We're definitely going to leave these in the design. Those are fun. So let me go ahead and let's just get these all wound down. I like those. Definitely looks like it could be, like we talked about earlier, like some coral or something. And this is what I'll do if any of my designs, if I like the pipe cleaners, and especially with these preloaded wreaths, it's nice to get ones that kind of go with your design, because then you can use them as, incorporate them into your design and don't have to finish them off and push them through the bottom. And these wreath frames are really fun, and I like how full they make with the 3 tiers, how full they make your wreaths. And this one is the 15-inch. I believe this one was from TMI Gifts. I think I got this from TMI Gifts. And if anybody ever orders off TMI Gifts, you can always use my code HH20 to receive 20% off. Oh yes, this, I am loving this. It definitely looks like some sort of ocean plant. And I love texture. If you watch any of my tutorials, you'll hear me say that a lot. I love anything with texture. I'm a big texture, all about texture. Penny, this was a 15-inch, and it was the three tiered preloaded. And I like the 15-inch. I think it's a great size. Of course, they have bigger. I think 15 is probably about the smallest that you can get in these. You start getting bigger, your wreath is going to be huge. Okay, I'm going to just go through and get all of these done before we move on. Penny, you can pick, I get a lot of them too from Hobby Lobby. They usually have them in every season of the year. And it's a great, it's great to get them when they start clearancing out the different seasons. Because like they'll have red ones for Valentine's. They'll have different colors. They have like the brown ones for Thanksgiving. So yeah, but they do sell them at Hobby Lobby too. You might not have all the color selections, but I'll show you the difference. Because the other, let's see, I have some hanging over there. But yeah, you can pick these up as well in the store. They might just be the green or the brown, or, you know, you might not have the big color selection, but like I said, you see those when that stuff goes 75% off, you grab those frames, because they're really affordable when they're on sale like that. I mean, they're a great deal. You can't pass it up, really. Ooh, this is giving me some beach vibes. I am loving it. And I tried to grab, I have a whole bunch of these balls because I love designing with them. And I tried to grab just different styles. Like, they're all different. Like, these have these little nubs on them. This one, I don't know what it is, but look at how cool that is. So we're not doing matchy. We're doing just a little bit of everything here. Yeah, I know. I went and yesterday, and I wasn't happy that the Patriotic wasn't on sale, and I still have bought some. And I don't know when they should start putting that stuff at 40% off, you would think, by now. It reminds you need a new swimsuit, Sally. I do too, and I hate swimsuit shopping. Not my favorite thing to do, but I definitely need some new swimsuits. I did get a cute one at Costco. They have the cutest one pieces there. You know you're getting old when you're buying your clothes from Costco. I love Costco. No, it was cute. One piece, it had a little ruffle. Yes, Jean, I have a code. And you'll see it. I always leave it in the description section of my tutorials, but just a way to remember it is HH, Holly Hobbies, and then 20 for 20%. You just type that in at checkout and you'll get the 20% off. Thank you, Anna. I like them curled too. I think it's so fun. Yes, that's why I grabbed this one. I did have one in brown, but I really like this cream. I thought this would be perfect. And they have ones with the big fuzzy ones that are thicker, which are fun to work with too. These are thinner, but they're all the 3-tiered wreath frames, which is nice. The more I use these, the more I really, really love using these. But I love to do, you know, I like to do a little bit of everything. I like to show you how you can make your own wreath form on wreath frames. I love working on regular wreath frames too. But these make it very convenient with everything already there for you. Yeah, Lori, it really works, huh? And it makes it a little easier to hit that checkout button once you put that code in. Then you're like, oh, okay, well, it's justified now. I just saved 20%. Are you enjoying your flowers and things from there, Lori? Have you got to design with them yet? Hi, Loretta. Welcome, friend. Well, thank you, Terry. I love that. All right. Okay, so I think I got all of those done. Maybe there's a couple more here. No. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot with those. It just kind of adds a little pop in the design. Okay. So let me just get back to what just trying to play around with some placements of some of these things. And we got those seashells too to work with. And let's see where we want to put these guys. I'm just going to play around first before I do anything drastic here. And then we got all these florals too. So I might do the florals first before we think about these shells and stuff. Okay, so let's prep the florals and then we'll get back to this part, okay? You love everything you bought, but you haven't used anything. Yeah, you've had your hands full, Lori. But that's really special that you made that wreath for the funeral. Has a living room space in the warehouse just for the husbands. Is that where Carl took his nap? with the other husbands in there? Oh, that's brilliant. That's a very good marketing plan. Okay, I'm going to put this off to the side while we prep our florals. And then we're going to play around with these. Start popping some things in. I got my glue gun. Let me just scoot this over here. And let's get this over here. Let me move my coffee pot. Maybe I'll play around next week with maybe a camera angle on the side to see what it looks like. And we got the hot glue gun. Okay, so these are the different florals that I gathered, that I foraged, which I think will be fun to use in the design. And let me grab my wire cutters. So just anything that reminds you of the ocean is what I grabbed. And I remember a lot of these I got because I wanted to do that aquarium wreath. Hey, Kaden. Nice to see you, friend. Welcome. See, just anything fun that reminds you of the ocean. I love things like that. I think those are fun. Let me just kind of organize a little bit here. Remember we got these one craft outlet unboxing? I thought that would be kind of fun. Throwing some of those in there. Not sure about, these are from Dollar Tree. Maybe we can add a little bit of those. This is the part you all have to bear with me. It's a process. Where did all my little yellow balls go? I had, oh, here they are. And this would be fun. We're going to add some of this. That's what I'll do. I'll just put some things on my chair behind me. These. Just kind of get organized here. I don't know about that. And I love, these are from Dollar Tree. I use these a lot in my designs because I love them. You know when you have a certain go-to at the Dollar Tree of certain things that you like to use? This is, I love that too. And we got some of this fern. Another one of those. Yeah, I love these things. And I don't know if we're going to use all of them, but I'm just trying to get organized, and then we'll start placing these around, and then I'll hot glue these. And that could be fun too. Good night, Anne. Ooh, you've been having fun at the beach, Kaden. Nice. Hi, Lisa. I can't tell, but do you have new followers in the back? I don't know, Kaden, but I know I finally reached 50,000, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm hoping we'll get some new followers from this live. I never know until after the live is over. And then it will tell me how many new followers. Because there's a lot of people that watch that don't comment in the chat. And that is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I call them silent watchers. Oh yes, Jean, I'm telling you, I love her. That's my favorite thing to do now is take Shannon's advice, her tip on. I laugh every time I do it, but I always clean up after every crafting adventure. But it's you know, why be all tidy when you're crafting? You know, I mean, you got to get into the zone. Just like Turbo's in the zone and one's back in. Okay, so I got everything organized, and we're going to add some of this too. I think this will be fun to add into the design. Oh, Darlene, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, Kaden, I'm sorry. I thought you said followers. You know, I did get some new flowers. Yes. I got some new, I added some new spring, and I got some new ones for some tropical ones. Dollar Tree had some cute, oh no, now he wants to tear up his bed. Now he's in the zone now. Now he's getting into that. Now he's gonna go crazy on his bed. This is what happens when I'm not paying him attention. Okay, so I'm going to put these in my basket, and then we're going to bring the wreath back. It's my cute little basket my daughter-in-law got me. I'm gonna keep everything organized, and then we're going to start adding them into our design. And this is where the fun part happens. I like the embellishment part. It's just something that I'm not very fast at. These are so fun. I don't know if we're going to use these, but I really want to. I remember getting these from Craft Outlet. These would be really fun to use in that. I've been saving these. I don't know what I just, they're so cute. Okay, so all of these look very beachy. We're going to put that off to the side. We're going to bring our wreath back. Oh, I do have another. Yes, thank you for reminding me, friend. I do. I bought this. It's not a wildflower, but this was on clearance at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I thought, how pretty would that be? And we'll add some of those twigs. I almost forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, darling, that is a great idea. I'm going to use these sticks here. But yeah, I could have definitely foraged around our property and found some things to put in. But yeah, this is where you just have fun. And just, I do have some fun driftwood next door that I saved for some projects. But look at this. This was on $2.24. Look at that at Hobby Lobby. I found that in the clearance. I was like, oh yes, Mama's getting that. Oh, this is so cool. I almost forgot about this. Okay, so we're going to add some of this too. I know, Crystal. I know he does. And I just can't make that plunge. I just feel like we're in such this great routine in our life, and I know it would be the best thing. I have people that send me pug things all the time and trying to get me to get them a friend. I know he does. Especially times like this. They would be having a Zoomy session right now. He really does. I'm afraid to take that plunge, honestly. I'm not going to lie. And it's more of a selfish reason, just because our routine is so, we're in such a great routine together. And I'm afraid of that getting disrupted. Not to mention the double vet bills and the double grooming bills. But I know. I'm one of these days I will cave. I know I will. My husband and kids have been wanting me, and I'm the one that's resisting. Wow, look at all that fun twig stuff. All right, friends, I know I'm playing around here with all this, but we're going to add a bunch of this stuff, and then that's going to be our design. Like I said, I didn't want to do so much ribbon, and I wanted to keep it more on the natural side. Whatever this is, I want more of. Look at that twig that just goes all the way, it wraps around this thing. How fun is that for a design element? Bye, Susie. We'll see you later, friend. I'll make sure to share this in the community tab, the finished result. Thanks for coming. Ooh, Lisa. How fun is that? Thank you, Lisa. That just filled up the whole screen. That was so neat. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. A sun balloon. That was fun. You know, I do have sand dollars, but I didn't have time to prep them, so I won't be able to add them to this one. I'll save that for a next beach theme design. Good night, Linda. We'll see you later, friend. Okay. So now we're going to start. I'm still going to have to, I can either probably glue, well, these I can use a pipe cleaner. Or these two, we can use the ties on here too to go through the balls. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get all of our goodies and start adding them. Well, the sound dollars, I would probably, if I prepped them, I would use like a Mod Podge sealer, clear acrylic sealer, and then I would prep them like I did here with the either the E6000 or the hot glue and the pipe cleaner, so I could connect them. But I would definitely want to seal those before I did anything. Okay, now we're gonna have to figure this out. Turbo, my goodness. I'm telling you, if he rips that bed, I have it duct taped. He's not getting another one. He already got one side of it. I was a little reluctant to do this style of wreath live because of this kind of process, but thank you for bearing with me here and being patient with me. Just because, you know, this kind of stuff takes time to figure it all out. And I'm probably going to have to start getting the glue ready and getting stuff in here because I could work on this for days. So what I think I'm going to do is start connecting some of these balls onto the design first. And I'm just going to use that little curly cube pipe cleaner. No, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to get some other pipe cleaners. I want to connect the balls first, and then I'll start adding the florals. Yeah, I would definitely, Valerie, what I would do is all right, Marissa, we'll see you later, friend. I would use, if you were going to use them like on a design that you're selling, or I would definitely probably take the time to use the E6000 glue. And if, for those of you that didn't watch the summit that I was in, the spring summit, I shared a E6000 glue tip and that my husband shared with me that I didn't know about, and it was everybody was talking about it because there were so many crafters that didn't know it either. And basically it's, if you read the instructions, which I never read the instructions. Like, who reads instructions on glue? So the tip is to you put the glue on both of the surfaces that you're connecting to, and you let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes to get tacky before you go surface to surface. That is that's how you're supposed to use that glue. Like I said, I never knew that. I would just glue it and put it on. And my husband had shared that with me, that I was doing it wrong. And then you let it sit overnight. So that's how I would prep those sand dollars. If you were going to, you know, you want to sell a wreath, you want to make sure that it's not going anywhere and your shells aren't going to fall off. Yeah, I mean, who would have known if you read the instructions that that's on there? I had no idea. So yeah, we all shared a little tip or trick, and everybody was talking about that. They could not believe it because nobody knew that. All the crafters were doing it the way, you know, just like regular glue. And we were all laughing because, like, who reads the instructions on glue? So I'm just coming in with my pipe cleaners and I'm securing all these little balls here. And then we'll start adding the florals with the hot glue and the shells. Yes, Lisa, the instructions say that. And that's why everybody was laughing, because everybody was just like, oh my gosh. We were laughing because, like, who reads the instructions? Yeah, it says that. Because my husband says it's called a contact glue. And that means it's surface to surface, and you have to let it get tacky before you put it surface to surface, because that's what bonds it together. Like I said, who would have known? We were using E6000 glue wrong this whole time. Yes, Lori, I will. And like I said, I didn't know. And then because we were just sharing little tips or whatever of crafting tips. And that was something I shared. And then when I woke up the next day, it was like everybody was talking about it in the whole, like, summit. And they were saying the same thing. Can you thank your husband? We had no idea. I wonder if we should add some of those up there too. I mean, I have them coming around, and maybe I should add some of these little balls up higher. But we got to save room for all the shells too. I'm going to take this ball out. I don't think I need to add it's getting too matchy with this stuff. Oh. I don't want to add it like ball. Too matchy. We'll just kind of skip around a little bit here. That one I'm just going to hot glue. Let's add this one maybe over here. But yeah, I hear that you definitely, a lot of, I don't live in the humid weather, but like they say that a lot of the hot glue doesn't hold up. Is that the case in the humidity? Valerie, I prepped the starfish. Let me show you how I did that after I attached this. I didn't use E6000 because I didn't have time for all that. I just used hot glue, which works fine where I live. We don't get all those severe weather like the humidity and all that. But what I did with the starfish is I prepped them like this. And I just took the pipe cleaner, folded it in half, and I made a little foot like that. And then I just glued that. And then I put a little piece of felt on another dab of glue and a piece of felt right there. And Penny says that we should put the starfish in the corner. I like your thinking, Penny. We'll definitely do a starfish up here in the corner. Let's add him right now. And we're just coming through. I probably could poke it through the mesh if I wanted to. I don't think that's going to mess anything up. I'm just going to poke it right through. Or let's see here, maybe I could go off to the side a little bit. Just finding my way through the bottom of the wreath and connecting it to the wreath bar. Sometimes it takes, you gotta poke around to get through the sides of the mesh. Turbo's getting a little needy. He's wanting attention and he's gonna have to wait. It's still it's a little warm out today. I can't take him for a walk this early anyways. Little stinker's not wanting to go on his walks lately, and I don't know what his deal is. And then I started thinking, who was it? One of the followers last week, I don't think she's here today, said, well, maybe it's his nails. And then I thought, oh, because usually I'm really, stay on top of that. And then I thought, well, maybe it is time for his nails. That could be it, and then he got his nails done yesterday, and then we went on a walk and he did the same thing. So I think it's pure stubbornness is what it is with him. What do you think about that right there? We got to add some more too. Turbo, what are you getting into? He's getting into my flowers. No, you can't have that. I like that one. That's what he had. That's another Dollar Tree one that I love to get. All right, now he's starting to get into full stinker mode. Okay, so this one we're going to glue. That one I'm going to glue. That one we secured, right? Yep, that one's in there. I think I have all the balls that except for these three that we're going to glue. And let's see here. Make sure you can see that starfish. Let's add another starfish. Oh, Vonnie, that's okay. You're multitasking, and I love that. Make sure to send or to share those with us. I would love to see those. I know, Lori. I know. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna be like, here's our new addition. Because right now they'd be playing like crazy instead of him eating whatever's on the floor. That he's got another flower he's not supposed to have. He likes those too. See, we both have the same taste. Okay, let's figure out where we want this to go. Maybe over here. I want it kind of floating on this thing. So I'm just going to get all of these connected, and then we're going to just start hot gluing all the other stuff in. And filling this up, making it very beachy vibes. I like that. And I don't want to go too tight. I don't want it sunken into the design. I like that. Okay, we're getting there, friends. We got some shells too we can add. Let's see. Tamara says, I think if the starfish should go over the corner of the sign. Which way? This way or down here? I definitely want them floating on this kind of mesh, so it's kind of, I kind of like it right there. Just finding the right spot where I can get the pipe cleaner through, but I like it how the mesh is kind of holding it up. Well, I have these two diagonal. I only have 3 starfish. So I'm just trying to find another spot for this one. I have this one here, and this one's diagonal over here. On top, so it looks like it's crawling. I mean, like maybe right here? That would be kind of fun. Let's put it right there. Let's see if I can get it through this little spot. I don't know, this spot might be hard to get it through the mesh. We'll put it right there. See, this is where we have teamwork. We all do this together. I love it. It's just some spots are a little harder to get it through because I've got that other layer of mesh underneath. And there we go. And then at the end, I'll finish off all the pipe cleaners in the back. All right, that's what we have so far. Put that mesh underneath it so it holds them up. All right, we're getting there, friends. All right, so let's see. We have another one of these balls. I'm not sure where we're going to put this ball at. All right, so I'm about ready to heat up my glue gun. Where are we going to put SpongeBob? Valerie, last week, what did I make last week, friends? Why am I drawing a blank on what I made last week? Does anybody remember what we made last week? I am drawing a blank. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I can't. Oh, no? Okay, Lori. What did I make last week? I can't remember. It's called memory loss. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I can't remember what I did live last week. I am drawing a boop, complete blank. Okay. So I'm about ready to start heating up the old glue gun, and we're going to add some florals, and then we can come back in with some shells. Or we can add the shells while we're waiting on the glue gun. But all this florals is what's going to bring it all together. since we're not doing any ribbon on this. Oh, that's right. You were driving. What in the heck did I make last week? Does anybody remember what I made last week? I am losing my mind. I cannot believe I can't remember what I made last week. Oh my gosh, that's really bothering me right now. It'll come to me, friends. I am just, my mind is like totally going blank right now. Debbie, we'll see you later. I don't remember. Actually, I really cannot remember. I have to look at my live feed. That's really bothering me that I don't remember. All right, here we go. We're going to warm this up and we're going to start just adding some goodies. Love you, Deb. Oh, thank you, Tricia. Tracia, thank you. Oh my gosh, I literally thought I was losing it there for a minute. Yes, I did the, where is it? This is what we did live last week. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of that for the life of me. Thank you, friend. Thank you. That was going to drive me crazy. I was going to mess up with my flow here because I couldn't remember what that was. Yes, that was very fun. We did the tropical one. We were having some tropical vibes going on. Debbie. Oh my goodness. That's bad when you can't remember that. What I did last week. I mean, that's, I got way too much on my head going on. Especially when you're live, you kind of, your mind kind of freezes too. Turbo, what are you getting into? He is on a rampage right now. And I'm not watching him, so he is just he's got a free for all right now in my craft room. Turbo. Okay. All right. As long as he's not getting ribbon. I think he wants back out. I'll be right back, friends. Turbo. It'll be a pain in the patootie. All right. Got that. I think I want to add another shell, like right here. I told you it's a process, friends. This is the kind of stuff when I'm doing a tutorial that I'm fast forwarding through. And this is real time, and this is a process to get it the way that you want. Oh my goodness, Turbo. He is really being a stinker tonight. See, and my husband's home out in the living room. So, you know, like he could be spending time with him, but no, he has to be, he's literally, I'm not joking when I say that this dog is attached at my hip. Okay. All right, friends. I am liking it. I think this is starting to heat up. And we are going to pop some of these elements into our design. And just fill this up with some fun stuff. I know, right, Valerie? It is a process. That's why I don't think anybody should complain about wreath prices, because people spend a lot. I think people underprice their wreaths because, I mean, spend a lot of time on these things. Oh, thank you, Penny. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jean. The sign says, welcome. And then the glitch, redo, rearrange. Yeah, we're not charging for that, right, friends? And yes, it is definitely lots of redos. That's why I said I was a little reluctant to do this design tonight that involves this kind of creative process. Just because I know how I am, and it takes time. It's because I'm not quick. I'm not one of those designers that can just shove everything in and call it a day. And I like to really take my time and to get it exactly the way that I want. See, and now he's back in, friends. He is back in. This dog does not know if he wants in or out. He just wants to come in and tear up my craft room is what he wants. Turbo, if you tear up that bed, you are not getting another one. And that's what happened. If you guys saw the what I posted in the community tab when I was doing my last week's tutorial, he was doing this to his bed. When he starts doing that, I have to remove his bed. I just don't want to leave again and have to do that. And I took his bed out, and then he fell asleep on top of all the plastic tablecloth scraps. I had to share it, and I was making the tutorial, and the scraps were flying, and they were on top of him, and he was asleep on the floor. Oh, I was dying. Okay, I think I want some of this green to kind of pop out like that. All right, so I think at this point it's probably safe to maybe start gluing in some things. So let's get these glued in. And I'm out of hot glue. I need to get some more glue. Good night, Lori. Well, I'll post tomorrow the finished product, friend. You have a wonderful night. Tell Carl good night. Look how fun those are. I love those. They go on sale in the Hobby Lobby. You get them in a bag in the home decor. I think people put them in like vases and things like that, and they're just so fun to work with. I really love these things. And they have them in all different colors. All right, so I'm going to start gluing some stuff in. I like this green stuff coming out the bottom here. Get my silicone mat. Now you could just start gluing it right onto that mesh. This one, actually, I could probably... I guess I could have warmed up my glue skillet. I forgot about that. I always like just to get a general idea before I start gluing everything. Because once it's there, it's there. There's no going back. All right, it's coming along, friends. We're getting there. I'm just going to start popping in some fun stuff around the wreath. And this is going to be the big part of the design, is just all these fun little florals. I really should have got my glue skillet. It would have been a lot easier than this glue gun right now. Which I might grab it, and no, it's probably not going to have enough room on here. So you guys get to hear me just talk to myself too. Work through the process in my head here. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me and crafting. It's just so much fun every week. Going live is the best thing that I could have done. I just remember how nervous I was to go live. And it had been on my goal list for a couple years. And I wasn't going to let 2026 go by without me reaching that goal. And it's really been one of the best things I've done. And I encourage anybody that's on the fence of going live just to go for it. Go for it, because the community that you build is just so beautiful. And there's a lot of people that love lives over tutorials, so it's nice to have different, to do different things, to, you know, have a little variety on your channel. Ooh, this is fun. See, this is the part that I get excited. In some of my tutorials, I'm just like, yeah. I get excited. One of them I was singing, I think in the blue line wreath. I got so excited. Everything was starting to come together, and I had to sing a little song. I love this part. Like I said, it takes a while, but just to get everything the way I like. But I really love this part of the design process. Because it is fun when you get to embellish your wreath that you worked hard to create, then you get to do all the fun stuff, and it kind of is what brings it all to life. And that's why I grab so much of these goodies, because I love just to stuff it, especially if I'm going for this kind of look. Yes, Shannon, I have. Was it in 2025? Oh my gosh. I remember, and then remember when I messaged you after I did that pumpkin because I messed up. And I've done a million of those pumpkins, and that's what I kept talking about, is how I've done so many of these pumpkins. Like, I can do them, you know, which I could. I just hadn't done one in a while, and I added too many petal things on it. And I thought, God, after the live, I thought, this looks a little funny. And then I realized I did it wrong. And I was like, oh my gosh, Shannon, I did the pumpkin wrong. And she's like, it's fine, you know. But yeah, I was so critical, I remember, of that live. But you know what? They're all not going to be perfect. They're, you know, not going to be exact. And that's the beauty of the lives, is just working through it. But yeah, that was my first one. I actually want to do another. I want to have a redo this fall and do another pumpkin and do it right. It looked more like a pineapple because I had too many leaves on it. Yep. Wow. That was my first one. And Shannon was a big part of me going live. And I thank you, friend, for that, for giving me the support and the encouragement that I could do it. And now it's like one of my favorite things to do. I love it. All right. All right. We're getting there, friends. Woo! Feeling it. I am feeling this wreath here, because I definitely am craving the beach too. We're about 2 hours from the beach. We can get to Monterey, we could get to Santa Cruz in 2 hours. I can get to the Central Coast in about 3.5 hours, which is where my heart really, well, I love Santa Cruz and Monterey too, but my heart is definitely the Central Coast. I love Morro Bay, Cayucas, Cambria, all the Central Coast is like, has my heart. Hey Vanessa, welcome, friend. We are, the technique that I used, I had we had two kinds of mesh. I had this mesh, which is the frayed edge mesh, and I did a ruffle for this one. And this one I did a folded ruffle. This is a fabric mesh. And I put the folded ruffle on top of this ruffle. And we had a preloaded wreath frame that I used, the 15-inch preloaded. And I love these wreath frames. The more I use them, the more I love them. I just love the dimension that it gives your wreath. All right, so now we're going to start popping in some more stuff here. Let's see where I want these little guys. And yes, Shannon, we do support each other. That's what I love about this wreath community, is everybody is so supportive on everyone's journey. Everyone's on a different journey, but we all are there supporting each other. Like, look at all the wreath makers that are in here supporting my live right now. I just think it's so beautiful. Because that's what's so cool about it, is there are so many different journeys that we're all on. Not everybody's doing the same thing. But it is just, I love this community so much. And we gain inspiration from each other too, which is awesome. All right, we are getting there, friends. I'm gonna put this guy out. Turbo is just having a heyday. Oh, he's trying to get into my ribbon. Better not mess that ribbon up. I like that Costco ribbon with the polka dots, the tan and white polka dots. Well, Penny, this is why making a wreath like this brings the beach to you. You're 45 minutes from Galveston. Oh, well, that's a quick jaunt to the beach. Nice. I've always wanted to take a cruise out of there. I want to try a different port. I would love to go out of that port someday. We always go out of Long Beach just because it's easy and we don't have to fly anywhere. But I would love to check out Galveston. Okay. So now we got these twigs too that we can add. So fun. We're going to fill this up, okay? I mean, I'm not messing around with this stuff. I want it nice and full. And just tons of texture. And that's why I like all these little things. These little balls and stuff. Turbo. I'm going to add some of this too. I like that. I need to add some stuff up here. This is where it gets tricky up here. I need more stuff to balance it out, but I want it to hit the sign just right. Can you hear Turbo right now? He's going crazy. Not sure where we're doing with these guys, but we'll find a spot. Maybe I'll add some more of this green up top. Ooh. Just trying to figure out where I want to put this kind of stuff. Not really feeling this yet. Aww, so it was super nice. I know, I'm trying. I don't want to fill it all the way up, Tamara, but you're right. We want to see that beautiful mesh. I just feel like we need a little bit more up there, but you're right, because that's the whole point of not doing the ribbon. I just need something. I just don't know what though. No, I don't like that. But you're right. We want to see that mesh. I just want to add just a little something. I don't know about these things. I don't think these things are going to work in the design. That's going to be a bit overkill. But I do want to add these little twiggy twigs, because I think these are fun. I'm just going to add a couple of these. Just give it a little beechwood vibe here. Driftwood or... Yeah, Gene, he's going a little crazy right now. He definitely wants attention. Like he doesn't get enough attention, right? Ooh, yeah, let's add some of these up here. This dog gets more attention than any of my dogs I've had before. Ouch. Keep getting too close to that. Gonna bring in some of these, and then I'm not gonna use those other things. I do want to add the couple of these little yellow things to tie in some of that yellow. And I love these. I want to make sure we find a spot for these. But you're right, we don't want to cover up all of this mesh. But let me keep adding these little twigs, because these are fun. We'll just add some of these around, just to bring in some texture. That's why you don't throw anything away, because you never, like this was wrapped around that stem I got. And look at how neat it is. Let's add, do something up here maybe. I'll definitely be getting some more of this fabric mesh. This is very nice to work with. And I think it would be really fun to do some flowers with it. And we're almost done, folks, I promise. Where are we at? Ooh. Sorry, this is a long live again, as usual. As usual, Hollie's taking forever. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I'm loving these twigs, too. It is. It's kind of, that's why I want to add some of that, a little bit of those yellow flowers, too, to help pull that sign out as well. Yeah, these twigs are fun. I'm all about stuff like that in my design. All right, we just got a little here, a little there. And let's add one more twig up here somewhere. Okay, I think that'll be all the twigs. Can always pop in a couple here and there if we want. And now I want to add some of this yellow because I like this and I think it will pop. But like, we don't want to do too much. Take away from that mesh. I'm not sure about that. That's why I'm having a hard time with up top here, because nothing is real. I don't want to fill it up, but I feel like it needs a little something. So maybe some of these little balls or something. No. Let's try some of these. I don't know if anybody has any opinions on the top. Was it a fabric mesh, Shannon? I love this. This is the first time I've bought this and I am like loving this mesh. It kind of does look like that second one that you used in the rose. I don't know if they called it a wide stripe or if it was just the fabric mesh. Because what it says on the thing is a little different than when you what it says on the package is, it says it's different than online when you order it. Because I thought when I got on there, I wanted to order that white stripe that you all talked about. All right, we're almost done, folks. We are almost done, and I am loving this pop of green down here. Maybe add a little bit. I want a little touch of this yellow. Just a little pop in different places there. Let's add a couple more. Yes, Kelly, I'm telling you, this is my first time working with it, and it was so fun to work with. I'm definitely going to be getting more of that. Okay, so then that is what I ordered. I haven't used that yet, Shannon, but I ordered a blue and a red, and I believe it's the horizontal wide stripe. I haven't opened it, but it definitely looks like plastic. This feels more like material, and I am definitely getting more of it. I love it. I love the look of it. And I like how it has two different tones. Like it has this blue on the edge, and that blue fiber runs through that turquoise, which is so nice. Ow, I keep hitting the tip of that glue gun. A little green on top of the sign. Okay. I think it just needs a little something, not much, but I'm just popping in a little bit of this yellow just because I really like this yellow and I want to make sure I use it. And I think it will look good in this little green bunch here. One of my Dollar Tree go-tos. I love this yellow floral sticks. Dollar Tree has some good, I like their florals. I like the ones that are like this, like the plant-like stuff. And I am loving, which I didn't ever really shop at that much, is Walmart. Their seasonal spring florals the little floral picks were so nice. All right, so I think, like you suggested, we're going to add a little green up top, or figure out the green, and then I think we're just about, I think I have it where I want. But I like it. I think it's so beachy. But yeah, let's pop in some green. Plastic bags of shells at Dollar Tree, nice. Yeah, I like those little bags of shells. Those are great to design with. I don't know if that's where I got mine or if I got it at Hobby Lobby. I don't remember, but these came in a little bag. Turbo, what is your deal? Hold on, he wants outside again. Come on. Come on. Go on. Go get Dad. Okay, let's see what we can come up with up here. Maybe if we stick the green over here. Oh, there we go, friends. I like that. A little green right there. What do you think about that pop of green right there? Oh, I haven't been to Dollar General in forever. I need to start sourcing there. And you know what's another place that I've never been to? And you're going to probably think I've lost my mind. I've never been to a Home Goods. And we have a Home Goods in our city that opened a few years ago. And I've never been there. And I don't know why I've never been there. I see people getting the neatest stuff from there. Does anybody like Home Goods, or do they get any of their wreath stuff from there? Oh my goodness, Turbo, you are killing me tonight. He is full of the dickens, as my great aunt would say. My Aunt Mimi would have loved that dog. She would feed all the dogs in the neighborhood. They would, when the owners came home and their dog wasn't there, they would come to Mimi's house because they knew that the dogs were there. She'd feed them, and they would just be happy as could be, laying there with her. And of course she fed every animal known to mankind. The raccoons, the birds, the squirrels. All right, we're almost done, folks. I promise. You can get these balls at Home Goods. Okay. Some florals, sprays, and glitter sprays. Oh, they have signs too? Not like signs that you would use as a wreath sign. I need to go there. I'm afraid if I go there, it's going to open up another can of worms that I'm not ready for. But I do need to check it out. All right, we're getting there. So what do you think about this spot right here? Can you guys see that at the top? Do you think I should put something else there? Maybe a shell? What about a shell? I need your opinion for that this spot right here. If we should add florals or something. They have good prices. Oh, Penny, don't be telling me that. I'm playing. I just feel like it's going to be my favorite place if I go there. Ooh, that's fun. I think I like that. What do you think? Is that too much? But what about this little fuzzy ball? It's so cute. Is that fuzzy ball too much right there? That would be my I feel like it needs that fuzzy ball. I feel like I need that in my life right there because it's so stinking cute. I love this. I think I got these from Hobby Lobby and I just love them. I need the fuzzy ball in my life. That is so cute. Okay, I think we did it, friends. I don't think I want to add anything else. I could come in with a little yellow floral. And it's about time because Turbo is having a heyday. I'm going to just pop in a couple of these yellows and then we're about done here. I think I have one more yellow here. Turbo. Turbo. He needs to go. I'm almost done.
You want carrot?
My husband said, do you want a carrot? And he went zooming out the door. He loves carrots. You want a carrot? I'm just going to add these last two yellows, friends, and we are going to wrap up this design. I know, right, Lisa? I'm kind of scared. I'm scared. I wish I had a crafting buddy to go keep me in control. And I walked by it the other day. Ow! I was on my way to Ross, and I thought, ooh, that looks fun. I kind of like looked through the window, and then I was like, ooh, you better not. I just have a feeling that could get me in some big trouble there. All right, this is going to be it, friends. And we did it. We designed our beach-themed wreath. I think this all came to life just how I envisioned it, with lots of florals, beach, anything that just reminded me of the beach I grabbed in my stash. And this was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we didn't add the ribbon. I'm going to save the ribbon for another design. But so fun. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Shannon. Let me flip it around for you all to see. Does that give you all some beach vibes? Does everybody want to go to the beach now? I am loving the sign. I'm glad I finally got to work with it. I have another beach one that's more of a sailboat with the dark blue, the navy blue, and the white. So I'll do another one, and that one will do the ribbon and the bow and all that kind of stuff. But all right, thank you so much, friends. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight and crafting. And if everybody could give this live a thumbs up, it really helps me and my channel. YouTube will push my content out to more people. And if you're watching silently, that is okay. I'm so happy to have you here, friends. But if you are not subscribed to my channel, if you could just hit that subscribe button right down below. I work really hard to bring you a new tutorial every week, and I go live every week and make a wreath. And I try to do different techniques to kind of show you a little bit of everything. And I would love to have you as a subscriber on my channel. I also have a community page on YouTube where everyone shares their designs and their creations, and we all just gain inspiration from each other, and it's just a great thing to be a part of. And we are building community over here, and I'm just so thankful for all of you. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you next week. And stay tuned for this Sunday's tutorial because it screams fun. I'm really excited about it. Thanks for watching Holly Hobbies. From my heart to yours. Bye, friends.